Hey everyone, it's Cece. I have nothing set up here yet. Hello, let's see. How do we get me in there a little bit more? Guys. Alright. Lights. Hopefully some light. Alright, well, it is raining like crazy here. I have a little bit of a new hairdo, a little bit more angled towards the front, a lot of damage, and instead of adding any more new highlights, I just got the base color kind of done, and that darkened up the entire thing just a little bit, which is great for fall. It's a pretty cool color right now, and I'm not sure. So I did something today that I never ever do, and that is my face makeup first. I have pretty bad skin stuff going on right now. I burnt my head on the curling iron the other day. I broke out. I have a healing breakout, and my neck, I can't even touch it, is just a disaster. I want to show you. I've been using up some sample products, and I thought I'd use them as neck creams. This broke me out terribly. Murad Nutrient Charged Water Gel Moisturizer. It felt really nice on my skin, but boy, it's a pink kind of that water gel. I started using, I used about 3/4 of this, which is probably about a half an ounce, quarter of an ounce, and boy, will not use it anywhere else. And I think that on the last day, I also kind of brought it up and put extra on here, and that's why I have that one. So I did my face makeup. I actually used the Lancome Tint Idol Ultra Wear. Hopefully that will work well. I used a lot of my Smashbox primer water, and I am going to use the Huda Beauty Rudy Obsessions palette today on my eyes. So I thought we would go through that together. And I'm not going to do a really red look today because, oh, I want to show you my blush also. I don't feel it went on very well because I think my skin's just not in good shape. It's the NARS Sarah Moon Isadora color, and this was a collection out, was it last Christmas or the Christmas below? And it's got like a real nice like iridescence out on it. So I just used that. I did not use any highlighter or any contour. I used my Hourglass powders. Kind of been having a rough day, and the skin thing's not making it any better. So I'm going to go in with this kind of corally shade, and I'm going to use that as my transition very lightly on my little Sephora brush. Love this brush, and I kind of thought I lost it, but I didn't. And that super pigmented because I used nothing on there. So I'm really just going to blow that out. Really, I think that's kind of the look I want today, is just light and blown out. So just tiny bit. I did use my Clarisonic Uplift today. I think the New Face probably works a little bit better, but I never feel like I have enough time to use that. So I'm just looking in the mirror over here. I'm just going to grab a tiny bit more. And of course, a lot of times I go back to this section, and I try to angle this up towards the tail of my brow on both sides. So I think that is gorgeous, and you can't even tell that I used this. So this is the palette, and you know what? think I was a little bit afraid of this palette, but now that I look at it, you know, maybe, you know, if you take these two colors out, I think it's a pretty normal palette. I'm going to start out with this rose gold color in the corner, and I'm going to put that towards the inner corner of my eye, because I was considering using this. Sorry, you guys, I really need to... You know what, let's just use that color. I was going to use the purple that was above it. But I really do just want kind of a simple look. So a little bit of, you know, I'm going to work. Just simple. And, oh, guys. So that is just a very sheer glitter. I feel like since I'm doing this on camera, I need to use more. But I love that look. We're going to use a little bit more, but not a complicated eye look today. I just can't, you guys. I'm going to use... Alright, I'm going to go back underneath my eye. Oh, I got a little bit of that reddish coral shade in there. Also, just a tiny bit, but I'm going to go under my eye with this. Just really smudge it in. I'm not really doing kind of any outer corner kind of work, but I will use the deep burgundy shade for an upper lash liner, I think. I thought maybe I would do something a little bit more for you. That's why I kind of, you know, why I got on camera. Let me just look real close here. Yeah, I think that's enough. It's just really soft. Let me just touch up a little bit of this. It's really sheer, this glitter, but it's really soft and pretty. And it's really just enough. I just want to make sure I have it even. And yes, I think I'll use some of the other colors. I just don't want to... I think it's so pretty, you guys. I just... I don't want a lot going on in my face today because there's so much. And the redness, I'm afraid, will bring out the blemishes. But I am going to use a dark burgundy shade as an upper lash liner. Online, this color really intrigued me. And I don't swatch. I thought it was more deep taupey brown, but it's actually plummy with purpley shimmers in there. And her shimmers are gorgeous. So I'm not worried about any of those colors. I love those four shimmery colors. Alright, so I'm putting some of this on my liner brush. And I'm going to just go... this camera. Oh, it's going to fall towards me. Alright guys, I'm going to... Where's my light? There we go. Okay. I'm just going to put this real deep into my lash line. Okay, that color is a little bit lighter than I thought. So I'm just going to put it on the very outer corner. Some of her other colors that look like this tend to be a little bit darker. So this is more really rubyish. And I'm just going to leave that kind of like on the corner of my lash line, winged up a little bit. And since this brow highlight shade is fairly light in this palette. It's got a little pinky tone to it. I am going to use that as well. I have all my makeup on except my brow, or except my eyes. So yeah, I don't even think I'm going to go any further with any other color in this. I actually, you know, hello everyone. Do I make a lot of loud noises or what? Because I know my kids say I do. Sorry about that. Hopefully I didn't break anything that I have here. Well, you got closer to me. This setup is absolutely ridiculous. I do this a lot though, don't I? Oh. So eyelash curler. I love to use my light bulbs to curl my lashes, get that a little bit. And I am sorry that I didn't use a whole lot of colors from that palette, but I guess that can show us how, you know, really light and natural that can look. And it doesn't have to be a crazy red look. The Huda, you know, like explanations of it, you know, it was just like almost like a one shadow look with, you know, red. And, you know, the other colors also, the green, the purple, the blue. But I think we got a pretty natural look out of this. And that's something that I really, you know, we need. We need to know that that can happen as well. That rose gold shade is beautiful. The peachy shade works great as a transition. That will, you know, probably be your only transition option. We'll look at that again in a minute. I'm not sure why my lashes are getting pretty clumpy here. Oh my goodness. I'm just accepting everything as it comes today because it hasn't been really that great. Really hasn't. Yesterday I was slightly sick. Kind of had a bad day. And then, oh, you guys, I gotta show you my puppy sometime. We'll do that soon. But we got a puppy. I'll tell you her story later. But there's a lot going on with that. A lot of work for Mom. Oh. I don't know about my mascara situation either, you guys. I have the best mascara comb though. It's a Sonia Kashuk from Target. Both these fold in. This little metal thing, the best ever. I've heard they've kind of like reworked the metal part and it's not as good anymore, but I still have this one. Oh my gosh. Not the best. And that red, that burgundy shade, it's a little lighter, a little brighter than I'd like it to be. So here's our palette, and I use this peachy shade, the rose gold. I use this shade for the brow bone highlight very lightly. And then I tried to use this burgundy shade, the matte one right here, for the liner, and normally that would work for me. It's a little red, a little reddish today, but that's okay. It just adds a little accent the way I used it. Like I said, this shade is sheer, but it's pretty. I like it. I like that. I was going to use this more purpley toned shade today, but I went a little lighter. I'm not sure yet because I feel like we're kind of missing an outer corner shade if this isn't as deep as it looks. Don't get me wrong, her other palettes have wonderful shades that I can use for that. But, you know, maybe this is more of the look we want, something a little bit more blown out with it than, you know, deep, dark outer corner shade. So that's the look I came up with today. And I thank you for joining me. Thanks so much. I appreciate it. And we'll talk soon. I'm also right now going to film a Ulta haul video. So we'll get to that in a moment.